After giving birth, some women don't feel joy. They feel empty, overwhelmed, sometimes even disconnected from their own baby. And the hardest part, most people around them don't even notice. My name is Esther Mark, founder of the Philip Support Foundation. I work with individuals and families navigating mental health challenges by creating spaces where people can finally say what they've been holding in. And today, as we mark World Maternal Health Day, we're having an honest conversation about postpartum depression, not just as a topic, but as a real experience that many women go through silently. Postpartum depression has existed for generations, but for a long time, it was ignored or misunderstood. Today, we know that about 1 in 7 women experience it. Yet, many never talk about it because of stigma, pressure, or simply not knowing where to turn. And it's more than baby blues. It can affect how a woman feels, how she connects, how she sees herself. That's why this conversation matters. Today, we'll be hearing from women who have experienced this journey firsthand and they've chosen to share their story so other women don't feel alone.
Good evening. My name is Temitope Aguda, Director of Programs at the Philip Support Foundation, and we are conducting an interview about life after delivery. I have here with me today um, OO. We'll be introducing our respondents with their initials for the sake of privacy. So I have with me OO. She's a Nigerian living in Nigeria. She's in her mid 30s and her last child is 7 years old. She's a civil servant, and this allows work-life balance. She also lives with her husband. Do you understand the content of the consent form?
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. So, this is my first question goes thus: what was pregnancy like for you, emotionally and physically?
Oh, okay. Thank you for that question. Uh, see, okay, I've had 3 pregnancies, and the third one was quite emotional for me. So there are no same pregnancy. I'll put out there that there are no same pregnancy, and the 3 pregnancies there has been the third one was quite why, but it was full of different emotions. So I would say my third pregnancy was quite, I wouldn't say that challenging, but was full of all here and there. And even while after birth, baby was diagnosed of jaundice, and that really affected me emotionally because my emotions all there, all out there. So whether to cry, whether to I just don't know. So I was just full of emotions. It's one thing to go to bed; it's another like 2 or 3 days of bed, and the stress running around in a government health facility is no joke at all. So
Mm.
filled with different emotions, stress, and definitely told on my emotional well-being.
Hmm.
Um, After a few days, we were discharged. So
So after you were discharged, you went back home
that's
to
all.
your home or to your parents?
No, to my home actually.
Okay. Well, I'm so sorry about your experience. So did you have any certain? I know your last child is your most recent pregnancy. However, I would like to know, we would
Yes,
like to
please.
know if if you had certain or particular expectations about life after your third child.
I didn't get that, please.
Do you have any expectations? Do you have did you have certain expectations about life after giving birth? Like you were thinking, like, okay, after this
Expectation.
delivery, this
In
is
what regard, please?
this is the next thing. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I'll have someone to help me. Oh, I have enough I mean, it could come in any expectation, could come in any form. Like, were there particular expectations that you had your mindset on?
I would say the mindset that I had was that I wasn't going to give again.
You're not going to do what?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, I said my mindset after I wasn't going to get pregnant again
Okay. Okay, so
because
you
of
thought you were done after this
experience I went
particular
through,
one.
and during that pregnancy, I didn't get that.
I said you thought you decided that you were done after that one.
Yes, that I wasn't going to get pregnant again after that. You
Okay.
experience.
Okay. You were saying something.
So that was my resolution.
So what did
During
you
my last pregnancy.
yes.
Yes, and I said I came to a conclusion that I wasn't going to get pregnant again.
Okay. Okay. What did you worry the most about after delivery?
My baby's well-being.
Wow. Wow. I mean, how did you feel about
Especially about
yourself
myself.
before and after pregnancy?
Okay, nothing much because um, the joy of every mother is the joy of pregnant woman is to carry their child. As soon as the child is born, the baby is born, you forget all your worries. So I think the arrival of the baby will take away whatever issues you were having during the pregnancy. As baby is born, you are all fine and good. And what most about is just for my baby to grow to healthy and to reach their milestone. So about myself,
Yes.
I really focus myself or have any expectation of after pregnancy, after delivery. Right now, after delivery, so all what I care about is baby. I don't think I have any expectation of myself. Probably self care, taking care of myself, or being well rested, or coming back to my
Hmm.
old self or old being. As long as the baby is, and I think all that is gone. I don't think I have plans for myself. Looking back at it now.
Okay, so looking back now, was there something you felt like you would have done better or you wish you'd add, or the kind of support you wish you had? Was there anything?
I think what I could have done better is to also prioritize my own well-being.
Hmm.
Prioritizing my own well-being. The baby is there. I think my well-being. I think that was one thing I think I should have taken cognizance of. Prioritize own well-being after childbirth.
Would you
because
say you feel
is to take care of
supported?
the baby and not looking after herself. I would say I don't get enough support.
Oh,
I would say I don't get enough support because this everybody that is supporting you goes back to so
yes,
I'm
after a
left
while.
alone with my baby. Even if my mother yes, even if my mother comes,
Hmm.
bathe, even my mother-in-law just bathe, probably carry the baby during the day. But at night when you need that rest, when you need that rest,
Hmm.
they don't I will still be the one to take care of the baby to baby. And there are times I remember that there are times that the baby will cry all night. And I need that rest, I need that sleep. And the
Yes.
sleep is to attend to the baby. So that really told on my health. I remember I had a very bad headache for like almost a month after
Wow.
delivery. It was
Wow.
a bad one. So I think all the stress that I went while in the hospital while my baby was on admission
Hmm.
also added to those headaches that came. I kid you, I had headache for like a month.
Wow.
It was a recurring one for almost a month before it later subsided. So and I think after the 8th day, the ninth day, most people that help you with the baby will their various houses. So I'll be the one left alone with my husband. And even if anyone is around, they would be with the baby in the middle of the night. They would still not take care of the baby in the middle of the night. Still be the one to wake up, attend to the baby, she's crying. So it's a lot.
Hmm. Thank you very much. Is there any final word you would like to give our viewers or people that are going to listen to this?
Okay. My word for what is that they should their they should prioritize their health and well-being as they are planning for the as they are planning for the baby. They should also plan for themselves.
Hmm.
True, they should find a way to because most of we only plan for the arrival of the baby. We don't plan for our women. We don't plan for how do I take care of myself, take care of my health, how do I bounce back, how do I protect my mental health, what do I need to place to protect me myself. But in our we're all just about the baby. We don't particularly look after the health of the mother to when they put to bed. So I think it is one thing that I think we need to really emphasize, take no cognizance of in this part of the world, that we should also consider the well-being of the new mom.
Hmm.
We should consider the well-being of the new mom as we are preparing for the arrival of the baby. We should also put into consideration how the new mom, how to ensure the new mom gets all her vitality and all her strength and all
Hmm.
its nutrients back, and ensure that um, uh, emotional space, good mental
Yes.
space to recover and to take care of the baby.
Hmm. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, we're so grateful for your time, and I'm sure other
Welcome.
moms out there will find a thing or two to take home and apply in their lives. I mean, be it if they would like to still have more children or they would like to tell other people. Thank you so much for your time. We are really grateful. Remember to follow us on Instagram,
You're welcome.
yes, and on YouTube. The Philip Support Foundation is a innovative that provides
Okay, I
mental
will.
health support to the black living in Nigeria and Canada, and eventually we extend the support globally. Thank you so much for your time. Good day. My name is Temitope Aguda, the Director of Program PSF. Today, on the 4th of May 2026, I am conducting an interview for one of our respondents on postpartum mental health. For the sake of privacy, I will refer to our client using our initials, which is AMO. The next voice you'll be hearing will be our respondent's voice. AMO, kindly introduce yourself and what do you do? Telling us what you do. How many children do you have?
Okay, good afternoon. My name is AMO. I'm a businesswoman. I sell foodstuffs and I have one child currently.
Thank you very much. So proceeding with our questions, I take that you've read the consent form and you've signed and I've also signed. I would also like to remind you of your rights. You can choose to. So I'll start with the first question. Can you tell us what pregnancy was like for you emotionally and physically?
Ah, my pregnancy. My pregnancy journey was tough. It was seriously tough because I was pregnant with fibroids at the same time. So apart from me experiencing pregnancy trauma, vomiting, not able to eat, loss of appetite and all that, I was also having pains, serious pains. So my doctor had to prescribe phenobab for me. So I took phenobab from day one till I was able to till 9 months. I think I gave birth to her. She was at is it 27 weeks or 26 weeks? That was when I had her. Because of the whole stress.
Wow, that must have been a lot for you emotionally and of course physically. Wow. Um so having that kind of experience before pregnancy, do you have any expectation about life, about your own life after delivery? Were you expecting a form of change? What kind of change were you looking forward to? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to ask.
No, I don't understand.
So, what were your expectations for life or about life after delivery?
Okay. Well, for me, after delivery, I was thinking that everything's going to be smooth. I'll be able to take care of her, take care of the home, feed her father, do everything, and also take care of my own self, like maybe go back to school or do other things. But no, I was grounded for a year. I was indoor, going to the market. I can't leave her for too long. If not, she'll be crying. The attachment was much, and it's still there. The attachment is still there, and I'm stressed.
I can imagine. I bet you did not see that coming.
I did not. I did not see it coming at all.
Oh, so what did you worry most about after delivery? What was your greatest worry after delivery? What bothered you the most?
What bothered me the most then was my body. I was worried about my body and my health at the same time because they did not take out the fibroids when I had the CS. They said I was advised to do the operation later. So every day, even when I carry her, I'm still always having bad thoughts in my head that what if I go for the operation and I don't make it. So it was really tough for me. But I couldn't tell anybody. I always kept it within me and be feeling bad. I will pray. Sometimes I will pray. Sometimes I will cry. I even had to write a long letter and keep it for her before I went for my operation, thinking I was not going to make it. But I thank God I came out alive.
Oh, that's so emotional. Wow. So, before and after pregnancy, how did you feel? How do you feel about yourself? Or should we talk about before pregnancy? How did you feel about yourself before you got pregnant? And you can also tell us after pregnancy, how did you also feel about yourself?
Before pregnancy, I felt very good. I felt alive. I was able to do things, I was able to travel, I was able to learn new things, like especially agriculture, because her dad was into agriculture. So we traveled together, go to the farm, go into the bush. I was able to do new things. But after I had her, it's just as if I'm now like backward. I feel stuck. I just feel as if I'm not moving, as if nothing is working. I'm just there. And I hope everything gets better.
Definitely. So this is the part that most women don't voice out, most because they feel they have there's this kind of expectation that people have, that how can you say you feel stuck after you have a whole child? Two truths can coexist, which happens a lot than most people bother to agree. Yes. So generally, did you feel supported before pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy? Did you feel supported?
Well, yes, I was supported partially, kind of, and but during my pregnancy, I was supported a bit. Her dad was not in the country, but my mom was around. She was in and out, but most of the time during my pregnancy journey, I was alone in the house. I was living alone. If my BP is high, I'll go and sit down under the tap and just open it there till morning. Then I'll drive myself to the hospital. But after when I gave birth, I got so many support. My friends came around, my mom came around, her dad too was also around. So that one was okay for me.
That's really good. Thank you so much for attending to us. We do not take this for granted. Is there any other thing you would like to add that I've not asked? Do you have final words?
Yes, so I have final words. Oh. Motherhood is not easy. Oh. Nobody told me it was going to be like this. I did not know, but every day when I look at her, I'm happy. So at least I know that every day minus one, I'm living. I'm living. I hope things will get better. But it's not easy. The stress is there. Like the stress is there. The stress. I'm always exhausted every time. But when she goes to school, I'm happy. When she goes to school, I'm happy. Before I know it, it's already 2 o'clock, and I'm like, Kilo day, what happened? And she's back again, and my stress is back too. But we're there. We're taking it one day at a time.
How old is your baby now? Because you mentioned that she goes to school now. How old is she?
She's 3. She just clocked 3 in March. She's 3 years old.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really good. Um, Thank you very much for your time, and we are grateful.
You're welcome. Thank you too.
Yeah, we've come to the end of this interview.
Hi, I want to talk about what pregnancy was for me, especially as a mom that um, did not plan to give birth in another country. So I was pregnant in Nigeria, but then I moved to a new country when I was about 6 or 7 months pregnant, and I came to a new country without the help of anyone. I came with my husband, and it was the most difficult time for me because it was my first child. So, what pregnancy was like for me emotionally and physically? Emotionally, I was drained because, like I said, I was just getting to a new country. I didn't have family. I thought I was going to have my mom help me take care of my baby, but then it was just me and my husband, and I was clueless. And physically, I was tired all the time. It was just my husband that could work. I couldn't really do anything. So, because who wants to employ someone that's already heavily pregnant? So it was draining emotionally, physically, and any other in all other ramifications. And yeah, it was just very hard. Do I have any Did I have any expectations? Yes, I did. My expectations were
that my mom would be with me to help me take care of my baby while I would rest. My expectation was that I will have a lot of friends and families around to come support me, to bring me food, to help me get myself back. I had a million and one expectations, but then none of it came to life because um one, in a new country, two, um I was just getting myself, like, getting to understand a new country. I think it still goes back to that. So I know that there are moms out there that maybe they were pregnant back home and then now they're in a new country trying to navigate life in a new country while being pregnant for the first time, or even if it's not the first time, can be the third or fourth time because pregnancies are different. One might have had an easy pregnancy before, and then the current one or something or thereabout is a little bit hard, especially because there's no support. The pregnancy that you have back home when you had support is different from the pregnancy when there's nobody to support you. Not because they don't want to support, but because they don't even know you and you don't know them. You're just building a new community. So, like I said, I had expectations, but they didn't come to fulfillment. What did I worry the most about after delivery? I was just focused on my baby. I was focused on a healthy child. I just wanted my child to be fine. I wanted to create a good environment. I wanted to make sure I was feeding him right. As a new mom, I didn't lactate for the first 2 weeks, and I've always wanted to give my baby breast milk, like, what's that thing called? Exclusive breastfeeding. I had always wanted exclusive breastfeeding, but then I wasn't lactating for more than 2 weeks. So the hospital recommended that I give him, I give my child formula or all these things, and that was stressing me out because I had expectations of feeding my baby so I felt like I was not doing the right thing. I felt like I was failing my baby. I was failing as a mother, and that put a lot of pressure on me, a lot of stress. My milk was not coming out, and when eventually my milk would come out, it's, my nipples were sore because I tried and tried and tried with different kinds of machines just to bring out the milk and stuff like that. And I also had a cut, first time mom pushing hard and things like that. I had a tear, it wasn't healing properly. But even with that, I was still focused on my child. I was still most worried about my child and not about myself. But if I had support, maybe I would have been able to focus on myself. But there are times that we don't have support, right? Like I said, a new country, a mom in a new country is harder and it's a lot of pressure. How did I feel about myself before and after pregnancy? Before pregnancy, I could conquer the world because um I thought I was gonna give birth in my home country. I had everything planned, I had everything prepared, you know. I my health was good. I'd never had IBP before. Like my BP was always normal. If anything, it would be a little bit low. Healthy, never visited a hospital. Even while pregnant, I didn't have any major complication until I traveled to a new country and then I started having issues, which most likely must have been caused by stress, anxiety, pressure, and you name it. After pregnancy became worse because initially when I was feeling the stress, it was just me, but now I had a baby to worry about. So I wasn't sleeping right. I could sometimes for a whole 24 hours, maybe 3 hours total. because I'm just gonna nap. Sometimes when my baby is sleeping, they say you should sleep, but it's not that easy. I'm either cleaning up or trying to get some milk in the bottle or trying to take a shower, get myself or get some food to eat. A lot of things in between. Eventually, I would not be able to sleep. So it became worse, when a new mom, even anyone, when they are not sleeping, it becomes um it stresses the brain. It makes one tired and stressed and all that. So I was not feeling well. But there was no one I could talk to. My husband was going to work because he had to feed the family, right? Like I said, a new country with it's not like we carried a bag of money from our home country, right? So somebody had to work while I had the full responsibility of looking after our child morning, afternoon, evening, midnight. There was no break. There were times I felt like um all I came to this world was to change diaper. There were times I would cry. I cried a lot, almost every day. I cried because I felt like there's more to me than just sitting at home. But then that was all I could do at that time. But well, that was how I was feeling. I would feel a lot sad. I'll feel depressed. I'll feel anxious. I'll feel immensely sad. When you cannot just explain the sadness, I was gloomy all the time. I wouldn't take care of myself. I didn't want to bathe sometimes. My BP was high, and then it just spiraled. It just spiraled. Then I got diagnosed of postpartum depression, and my doctor was really helpful at that time because I explained my situation. Then my doctor mentioned that I needed a community, but then, yeah, I needed it, but where could I get it from? I wish there was an organization like this one then that I could reach out to say, oh, I need help, but there was none that I could reach out to. Did I feel supported? Absolutely not. I carried everything by myself. I felt alone in the midst of the world. I felt like I felt alone. I felt nobody was interested in my well-being. I felt like I was the only one that could help my child, that could be there for my child. So I experienced the highest level of burnout and so on. How do I feel now? I feel grateful. My baby is now a toddler, and I've been able to build a community. I've also reached out to the PSF this yes, which is why I granted this interview. And I feel supported, and I believe my next pregnancy will be a lot better. On what I want to any advice for women listening to me. The only advice would be that if I say look out for your mental health, at that time it wasn't like I didn't want to look out for my mental health. It was just that I was in a new country, and I know a lot of moms out there find themselves in that position where they did not plan to raise their child in a new country, or maybe something just happened and you don't have that community at that time unless you start building one. I just wanted to know that you can reach out to this kind of organization. They can connect you to different groups, maybe peer groups, or maybe if you just need to talk, because those times sometimes I just needed to talk to someone or someone to help me carry my baby for a while I go to sleep or things like that. So my advice would be reach out, reach out, get any kind of support you may need, build your community early, find people you can trust around you, and yes, don't let us just focus on our babies. Yes, we need to focus on our babies, absolutely, but let us also um take care of ourselves. Sleep is very important as a human. Not even talking about a new mom, that our bodies have gone through pregnancy, sleepless nights, and things like that. So we need all the sleep we can get. We need all the love and support we can get. And for anybody that is listening that is not a mom or mom right now, maybe you have a friend that is pregnant or just give birth, they need your support. They need your presence. Your presence means a whole would mean a whole lot to them. If it is just to check in, not just call, but check in and come in for even like 1 hour. I know life gets busy, especially in another country in the Western world. I know life gets busy, but even 30 minutes, 1 hour, hello there, I got you some fruits. Let me take the baby while you go do one or two things. It would go a long way. And if you're a new mom, you're experiencing this kind of things I described, like deep sadness that you cannot just shake it off, or you're crying every time, you feel depressed, you are not sleeping, or you have anxiety, you're stressed all the time, your BP is high, please reach out. Either you reach out to an organization like the Philip Support Foundation, or you talk to your doctor, let them refer you, let them diagnose you and give you the right medication. It was because I got the right medication and I spoke up. Eventually, I got the help I needed, and I'm all better now. Um, Thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.
My name is Temitope Aguda, Director of Programs, the Philip Foundation. And here with me today is one of our respondents, and I will introduce her by our initials, MO. MO is Mo is a wife. She's a mother to a 1-year-old boy. She's also a civil servant and a businesswoman. Mo, we are pleased to have you on this interview. Before I proceed, I would like to remind you of the consent form which you filled. I believe you understand the content of the consent form.
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. I would also like to remind you that you are free to withdraw your, you are free to stop in case the questions gets too personal or you're not comfortable with the questions. So can we proceed now?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Emo, what was pregnancy like for you emotionally and physically?
The first 3 months, it was a lot because I was always throwing up. I was tired. I just wanted that face to go. But with time, the second trimester wasn't really bad. Then later I got tired. I kept checking the time. I cannot wait for my baby to come. I can't wait for my baby to come. But my that I was active. It wasn't really that bad, but it was the first trimester that really gave me issues.
Thank you very much. That's so, from my experience so far, from the different interviews I've conducted, I realized that different women with different experiences at different stages of their pregnancy. Thank you for your sharing that with us. Also, I would like to know if you had a particular expectations about life after giving birth. If you were thinking, if you were open, if there was something you were open to see or open to do, like you had expectations, this is what I'm going to do after I give birth, this is where I'm going to be, or this is what I'm going to start after giving birth. Did you have any of such expectation?
Not really. Just that after giving birth, when I see other people and they're like, oh, they don't have their life back after giving birth, they have a child now is different. Now I understand that part because before I think of myself, it's always my son I'm putting in first. Now, it's always my son. That's the only thing I've noticed or any expectation I had. I don't really have any expectation actually. Yes.
But so, all right. Thank you for that. So we don't really have a particular expectation, but after your baby came, you realized that that was the first thing in your life. Nothing else comes close. It is your baby or nothing. Your baby first.
Thank you very much. So, what did you worry the most after delivery? What bothered you the most? I mean, you had expectations. You said you didn't have expectations, but was there anything that you felt bothered by after delivery?
My baby, oh, if I could take care of him, or he can't really express himself. So sometimes when he's not, when his body is hot, he can't say, oh, this is the part that is paining me or something. So I'm always worried that is it your head? You can't talk. So I always feel bad, or probably like, oh, he's stooling. I can't say, oh, do you want to drink water? Is it water you need or this? Those are the only things. Yes, that is it.
Okay. Thank you for that. So now back to you yourself. How did you feel about yourself before pregnancy and after pregnancy? Like if you could think back and thought and you could remember like, oh, this was how I feel about myself before pregnancy and after pregnancy. I can't even remember what it feels like.
Before pregnancy, no, I had already lost weight. I was on a weight loss journey. I had lost weight before pregnancy. Then
Oh, when you
during-
said you've lost weight,
I lost.
were you really big?
Yes.
Or
I was like 114. I lost over like 40 kg.
wow, congratulations on that.
Thank you. So after that, when I got pregnant, I added weight. I was
So
like,
the weight you lost, you felt like it came back
yes,
again.
it came back again. So it was affecting me. Then I now resumed.
Back to work.
Back to work. Then I had people saying, you're now fat. People were saying different times. It affected me upstairs to the extent that I had issues. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want anybody to tell me anything. I was always checking my weight. I wanted to lose the weight back, which I have. I've lost the weight back, but
So what was that like for you postpartum? Having people tell you to your face that, oh, you are fat, even though they are clearly aware that you just had a baby.
it was disturbing me because I was like, they should know that because I had a baby, that's why I added weight. Or when they are comparing me to a particular person and things like, the thing was really, it was disturbing me mentally. I'll wake up 5 o'clock, I'll walk for 2 hours because like I wanted a fast way for me to lose the weight. Or probably, when I check, because I had to buy a new set of clothes. So when I check my old clothes, I'm like, I wore this dress. See me now, I can't wear this. But after everything, at some point, I was like, oh, at least my son is there. This is the reason why I added the weight. I know.
So that was a consolation for you.
Yes.
So that was how you were able to walk through that that process of you reacting to people's comments about your weight. Wow. So generally, did you feel supported? Generally, during the pregnancy, after the pregnancy, during and after pregnancy, would you say you felt supported in all ways?
I felt over supported during pregnancy. Everybody found I was pregnant. I was loved.
Oh,
Too loved.
So beautiful to hear.
Even to my husband, him helping me, my mom, my mother-in-law, everybody came through for me. So they made the journey very easy for me. Yes.
Also after delivery, the support remained.
Yes, sometimes I'm the one that's even always stressing myself because I'm always pitying them. I'm not that say, don't worry, bring him, let me help myself. Don't worry, I'll carry myself. They always want to help me, but I was forming, I'm strong, I can do it on my own. But yes, I had a lot of support that I needed.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Do you have any final word for other aspiring moms out there or something for yourself, for a future you? I mean, this is your only child. I mean, just in case you want to have more or you want to tell another new mom, what would you like to tell them?
I can't say much because I know everybody's journey is different. I've had some people that are doing their journey the way in the hospital throughout. And me, I don't have any experience to even say to tell people because it was very easy. Mine was the first trimester for me. So, and I'm looking forward to this journey again. I just wish it's going to be easy like the first one. Okay, that's it.
Thank you so much for your time. We are really grateful. We'd like just to use this opportunity to let you know about the Philip Support Foundation. We are It's based in Canada, and we provide mental health support to blacks in Nigeria and Canada. Eventually, we are taking the support to other countries around the world. You can follow our page on Instagram as the Philip Support Foundation, and also we're available on TikTok, on LinkedIn. We are also there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. It takes courage and it truly matters. To every woman watching this, if you're struggling with postpartum depression, please hear this clearly. You are not alone. At the Philip Support Foundation, we provide emotional support, counseling, and a safe space where you can be heard without judgment. You deserve support, you deserve understanding, and you deserve to heal. Thank you for watching.